I sold a customer for a very high priced roof. But the next day I was taking care of family, and I was taking care of family at family pricing. I gave them cost. And so I just said, it would be really cool if I could take this experience and give it to everybody. Like, why do I have to go out and price condition you and give you 3 different choices and take you through, and everybody does that. And so I left that partnership 2 days later, created the Roof Resource, and haven't looked back. And we are homeowner focused, and we call it the Roof Truth. We want to give the truth to every single homeowner in the country when it comes to roof replacement. They don't need to go out on Facebook and hey, any suggestions for a roofer? There's 102,000 of them out there. And guaranteed, if you ever go out on your social media and you look for someone who had looked for a roof or a roofer, they'll have 200 responses within 24 hours. It's pretty crazy.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil. And today I'm joined by someone I've been really looking forward to chatting with. We have Mike Harvey, who's been making serious moves in the roofing industry. Really glad to have you here with us today, Mike. I think our listeners are really going to take something away from how you're approaching a modern day roofing business. So excited to dive in with you.
Great. Well, thank you for having me, Michelle.
Awesome. Yes. So first off, for people who may not be familiar with your business and your world, can you give us the short version? What is your main focus these days?
Yeah. So I started the Roof Resource in 2020 after being in the roofing industry for 9 months. It's a very archaic, broken model. It's not, the old model is not for homeowners. So I created a model and a service that's the first cloud-based residential virtual business for homeowners to get a quote within 24 hours and have a new roof on within 7 to 10 days, up to 50% less than retail, removing all the friction and all of the confusion and complexity and stress that goes into getting a roof. And we do it virtually. So homeowners are shocked, they're overwhelmed with glee when they meet us. And quite honestly, that's transferred into the insurance world as well as the real estate and investor world.
Awesome. And what markets are you operating in?
So we are in, so I don't forget them, Idaho, Montana, Colorado, Texas, Michigan, Ohio. We just launched Tennessee and soon to be launching Pennsylvania via franchising.
Awesome. Amazing. Yeah, that's really fascinating. What really caught my attention is the way that you've been able to create something so innovative in this industry and to, make things so much more faster and accessible for people. How did you come up with this idea?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
I was in the midst of roofing and I sold a customer for a very high priced roof. But the next day I was taking care of family and I was taking care of family at family pricing. I gave them cost. And so I just said, it would be really cool if I could take this experience and give it to everybody. Like, why do I have to go out and price condition you and give you 3 different choices and take you through, and everybody does that. And so I left that partnership 2 days later, created the Roof Resource, and haven't looked back. And we are homeowner focused, and we call it the Roof Truth. We want to give the truth to every single homeowner in the country when it comes to roof replacement. They don't need to go out on Facebook and hey, any suggestions for a roofer? There's 102,000 of them out there. And guaranteed, if you ever go out on your social media and you look for someone who had looked for a roof or a roofer, they'll have 200 responses within 24 hours. It's pretty crazy.
Wow. Yeah, sounds like it. So how did you manage to make this virtual? How does that work?
Well, this was a time that when COVID hit, right? And nobody could see anybody. You can't even see your family. And I always say in a nice way, Nanny and Grampy had to learn video calls, right? Everyone did. Zoom, Google Meet, FaceTime, Facebook Messenger. Everyone started getting used to it. And so I went ahead and wanted to remove the hard closing out of roofing. I'm giving you costs, so I'm always going to be at the bottom price point. And I incorporated the virtual space because I believe that everything is going virtual. And I wanted to give the best experience, still wanted to create a connection, just like we're doing today. You meet me, I meet you, making certain everything is real, but then, embrace, which I believed is something that was new. Just like when we used to go to Blockbuster and rent a movie and you get a cassette and put it in your VCR, right? Then Netflix came out and everyone's like, I don't understand. How can I download a movie? How can I stream a movie? And it moved people into that. And now a $6 billion company like Blockbuster is gone. And it's just Netflix and all these streaming functions. And so we believe we are leading that charge in the construction home improvement industry.
Yeah, amazing. So can you walk me through a bit how that works? So like people meet with you virtually and you connect them to roofers, or what does that process look like?
Yeah, that's a great question, Michelle. So when someone submits their information to us, which is just their name, phone number, and email address, they get a call within 15 to 20 minutes. We have an intake call, and that's really about their home, their address. We pull it up, we see it. We have roofing technology that we utilize so that we pull reports. We don't use just Google Earth or an old photo. Then we schedule the Zoom call. And that's typically within 24 hours based on the customer's availability. We pull up their roof report. We share that with them. So we go over that detail on how those numbers go into a proposal. And then we share their proposal and we lead with price. Because we said, hey, that's the 800-pound elephant. Everybody wants to know, well, how much is this going to cost me? And once we go through that, they get their choice of top-of-the-line roofing systems, top-of-the-line installation, and we manage all of that for them because we're the consultant, right? We manage that. We've built the network of licensed insured roofing companies, the dumpster companies. We have national distribution with SRSs who are our partner, and where the materials come from. We've put all that together for our homeowners so they don't have to worry about anything.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
it's all handled when they reach out to the roof resource. And so that's why people read the reviews, and it's just no stress, choice and selection and ease is what we bring to homeowners.
Yeah, that's super valuable and definitely something that's needed.
Yeah, it's, when I started this, it was for the homeowner, but then I had insurance people come to me and saying, hey, you're going to reduce our loss ratios. And I was like, what do you mean by that? Because I really didn't know what that was. And then I had a realtor reach out to me and then said, hey, we need to replace this roof. How much is it going to be with you? Well, hey, it's not $25,000 to replace it. It's only $12,100. And they're like, I don't understand. And I'm like, well, that's roofing. I mean, they're going to try to get as much money as possible. That's the old way of doing it. And then it was one realtor, two realtors, big name realtors here in the Southeast Michigan market. And then more and more. And, now we're talking with EXP realtors, because the EXP is the first virtual cloud-based real estate company in the country, and we're talking with them about doing some really big things right now. So
amazing. What has been the key to keeping that business running smoothly?
People can make or break any business. And if you don't have alignment and you don't have a culture of core values that everyone lives and breathes, you could take the best company in the world and it can be destroyed. And so it's making certain that you're doing the best you can to have the people on the team believe in the mission, know the direction where you're going. There's no inflated people that feel that they're better than anyone else, that you're all in it together to win. And so it always comes down to people. You could have the best gadget in the world, but if you don't have good people around you, it could be detrimental to your company.
Yeah, that's very valuable. Now, every operator I know also has moments where things got real. Maybe a deal went sideways or you just had to make a fast pivot. Would you mind sharing a moment like that for you?
Yeah. So, a friend of mine said, and I quote her, there's power in the pivot. And I don't think she really realized what she had said, because I said that was just liquid gold, because people get afraid of change. They think change is bad. And, she phrased it as there's power in the pivot. And for us, it was realizing when you might have good people, but maybe they're not good operators. They're good people, but they really don't fit what you're looking for. And we really had to take a step back and to really start thinking about our business and our model and who's right for our business, who's right for our wholly owned properties, and who's right for franchising and who's not. And, that was, it's kind of like you can't fit a circle into a square. Now, the circle is good and the square is good, but you can't fit a circle into the square. And so that was really a point where we really had to take a step back and start really thinking about who is our ultimate franchisee and what do they look like, and build a model off of that and move forward. So there was some pivoting there.
Yeah, absolutely. There's always pivots when it comes to business, but they lead you in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, there's power in the pivot, and it's really embracing that. So
awesome. So let me ask you this. What are you most focused on solving or scaling next?
So I am focused on working with every insurance and real estate company in the country. And that is a huge, monumental statement. It's not fair for me to say I'm going to only look for one insurance company or one real estate company, because the impact that we can have.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
To everyone is monumental. I mean, we're talking about millions of dollars that can be saved with realtors who understand the value and our value prop that we give to them, who they then end up providing it to their homeowner, who didn't have to pay $25,000 for a roof. They only paid $12,000, so they can take that other $13,000 and maybe put in a new furnace or a new AC unit or refrigerator, whatever. And then for the insurance side, it's the impact when it's the storms, and those roofs don't cost $40,000. They're only like 17. So what does that mean for the insurance carrier is they pay lower money. It means that the homeowners pay lower money. And that fiduciary responsibility is the byproduct is all of us as homeowners, we can maybe start to see some lower rates because it's not all of this inflated, I should say, roofing pricing. So those are two areas of focus that I have. I will say one is then insurance and two is real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of people listening to this show are investors as well. How could that benefit those investors?
So for the investors, we have a network of investors here in the Michigan market that we've worked with as well in Colorado that they have homes and properties. And so instead of having to worry about Akron or Chattanooga, Tennessee, 9 roofing companies, what are they going to do? What are the prices? They come to us, one-stop shop. There's times where they have all these properties and they don't necessarily need to have the Owens Corning designer series on a rental property. But what we do for them is we pull back the curtain and they get to actually see how they can save on so many different components of the roof. And when they have 5 homes, 10 homes, 50 homes, $300 there and $500 there, that can add up. But we bring the level of transparency to every project it's unheard of. And so from an investor's perspective, when they're looking at real estate or condominium complexes or apartment complexes, wow, it really opens up the door for them so that they can actually see where every penny is going rather than just see a lump sum price and not really understand what goes into that.
Yeah, that's big. That can really shift things for people of all levels.
Yeah, and it's done that. Again, too, or as an investor, if they're looking at owning some territory in Florida or what have you, that's also another opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know, like I mentioned, there's a lot of people listening to this that are early in their journey or just looking to level up. And I think they'd benefit from hearing this. When it comes to building relationships and growing your network, what has made the biggest difference for you?
For me to really grow the network, I had to get uncomfortable. And I honestly had to do more podcasts. I had to be open to multiple different types of meetings, reaching out through social media platforms. I would definitely say, too, really having a strategic focus on who you want to align with. Because it's not about having 10,000 followers, but yet you don't engage with any of them, right? You really, I'm always big with less is more. So keep the circle smaller, but keep it very, very powerful. And so, that's something that I would share to the listeners when they're looking of, how do I make these connections? It's not about building your own personal brand. It's really about who do you want to connect with and what can you learn from them, and have a mindset of gratitude and humility. They really are. And you don't really know where one relationship, will turn to another one and then what will blossom from there. So.
Yeah. And how has it been for you, like creating this business and growing with the franchises?
So this has been really giving to me because I didn't want to start this. As you can tell, I'm a little bit older. I always say I'm playing the back nine of my life. I didn't plan on starting a nationwide roofing company to disrupt the industry. I just wanted to do something that was right in my hometown. Now I have all of this and it's growing rapidly, and there's so many different areas of change in business that we're going to affect. We're going to be rolling out gutter guards here in the next couple of weeks. And next year, we're going to roll out windows, and you get a roof at cost, you get gutter guards at cost. I mean, it's a level of simplicity and frictionless services, because right underneath here, underneath my logo, used to have, we don't print it there now, but it's your home, your savings. Because you're now a homeowner. Why is it now you've got to overpay for everything, right? And it's about having the right connections and being able to sync up with the right people that will be the ambassadors really of your dollar in a way that, that'll keep money with you rather than take it from you.
Yeah, amazing. That's super valuable. I'm sure many people are looking to grow their businesses and yeah, can get inspired from that.
Yeah, I tell you what, I mean, it's growth will, I think your mindset of humility and, I'm a very faith-driven person, and it's the impact that we're having on communities and the states that we're in. And I think that if you have a heart of servanthood, I think that you will do very, very well. If you, and I use this word specific, chase the dollar, it'll always elude you. And if the dollar is your focus, profit is not a bad thing, but what is it that you really want to do and how do you want to affect people, right? And I think that at the end of the day, for me at least, is what wakes me up every day and keeps me going.
Yeah, that's a powerful reminder to focus on the service and everything will follow from there.
Correct. You said that best.
Amazing. Yeah, that is so powerful. There anything like that maybe someone is curious about working with you and they're having like an objection or a hesitation, are those like something that people often come to you with, or they're always like shocked and just go for it?
I will say that, I mean, I do have some coaching that I do with, especially with franchising. I get people that are very interested in it, but yet at the end of the day, they've got one foot in corporate America and one foot they're thinking about kind of running their own show. And at that point, I always tell them they're not ready to do their own thing. If they need to be convinced or if they need to be thrown into it, maybe they're not ready for it. And this, and I always say, a friend of mine's called me up one night. He moved to California and he's like, Mr. Harvey, calls me Mr. Harvey. He was one of my guys in corporate America. And he's like, he says that jokingly, Mike, he goes, I burned the boat. And I told him, I said, he needs to write something big about that, because when you burn the boat, you move into entrepreneurship and you're there. That means you're not going back. And so I think it's a mindset when people are listening to, they feel it inside that it's time to go do my own thing. And it's scary. It's exhilarating. You wake up with a fire in your belly every single morning and you're pioneering something bigger that you may not even see yet, but it's the right thing to do, because getting in a car and driving an hour and working on somebody else's dream, not a bad thing. If that's what you enjoy and you wake up for that, then that is for you, right? I'm not saying that's bad. But for those who are listening and they feel it in their gut, and when they're going to spend time somewhere else and there's this disconnect inside, then they know that they're fighting something. And another good mentor of mine said, don't swim upstream. Don't swim upstream. Go with the flow of that. And so when you are swimming upstream, you know that something is not right.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate being here.
All right. So before we wrap up here, if someone wants to reach out, connect with you, maybe collaborate or learn more about what you're doing, what is the best way for them to reach you?
They can go to theroofresource.com. Our contact information is there. Depending upon where they are in the country, they can email me directly, and that is mike@theroofresource.com. They can get a hold of me through my email. And of course, realtors, investors, and properties. And if they're looking for quotes on that new roof replacement and they need to get it done, that's where we can help and serve them too.
Perfect. Well, listen, I really appreciate your time, your story, and perspective. We need more people in this space who are doing things in this innovative way. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Michelle. This has been a pleasure.
And for those of you tuning in, if you got value from this, make sure you're subscribed. We've got more conversations coming with operators just like Mike, who are out here building real businesses. And we'll see you all on the next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.